I won? I won! I actually won! Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. And for the longest time, Marvel Future Fight, despite being an amazing game with an absolutely outrageously expansive roster, was mired in the criticism that you can only ever use 3 characters at a time. Every team is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 for this, 3 for that, and this is the Fantastic 4, etc., etc. Until recently, right? This new Otherworld battle allows you to use not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 characters simultaneously. However, people are boring as hell and they just choose the 5 strongest characters or the 4 strongest plus a support, and you just get a bunch of copy-paste teams. We've already covered this in another video. I'm not going to bemoan it despite the fact that I hate it. What I am going to do instead is put together some interesting teams, because this is what I think is going to make the game mode fun. And so despite the fact that I'm going to get face rolled by this content right now, I want to show you guys what this could look like in a much more ideal situation, right? If they actually wanted us to use our whole roster, and if they actually wanted to reward us for using our whole roster, those two things are an important, like those are 2 important distinctions, right? They would create situations like this, okay, where you use all 5 Eternals. No one remembers Kingo, right? You use all 5 Eternals, and frankly speaking, if all 5 of them had PvP builds, I would still get slapped around like a baby, but it might be a little bit, you know, I might get a couple slaps in. As it currently stands, I'm probably just going to get the shit beaten out of me. That's okay. That's fine. Let's go ahead and roll through a couple matches here, because genuinely, this is what I think could make the game mode really fun. But the problem is that this is what's going to happen. We're just going to get a bunch of games with Jean Grey, Spider-Man, Wasp, Thanos, Gore, and Carnage, right? That's basically going to be it. But being able to see thematic teams like Eternals, like X-Men, you know, like the Defenders, right? There's all these cool teams that we could see if the ban lists and if the restrictions and if the punishments for using high meta heroes were actually real. But they're not real, right? They're just a joke. So, hey, we ended up killing Jean. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Cersei by herself. So 2 out of 5, guys. 2 out of 5. Now, to be fair, only 2 of my Eternals are actually PvP. So yeah, basically, I mean, maybe 3 actually. Maybe Icarus is PvP as well. I know Gilgamesh and Cersei for sure are, and they have 5 and 6 star artifacts, so they're very stacked, right? My Cersei and my Gilgamesh are very stacked from back in the day in Alliance Tournament. Icarus has a decent build. I know Athena and Makari are still PvE. I actually meant to, wow, they get obliterated literally instantly. I can't even finish my sentence. I meant to switch around their CTPs, but yeah, look at this. 10 seconds into the fight and it's over already. 9 seconds into the fight, yeah, done. Oh, we got to kill on Gore and Jean. Yeah, no, gone. Okay. Yeah, like, see, there's no point, right? Why would you want to have fun? You can't have fun in a game mode when you're constantly losing, right? So this is really the biggest problem with Marvel Future Fight. This is a bigger problem than any other problem in the game. I'm not even exaggerating. This is worse than rewards problems. This is worse than autoplay problems. This is worse than crashing or difficulty or Dormammu or whatever. This is genuinely the worst problem in the game, is that you are punished for trying to have fun. Having fun in this game brings the highest punishment possible, and you're essentially forced, with heavy punishment otherwise, to just adopt the most meta teams time after time. There, I didn't even get a kill. Couldn't even get a single kill, despite the fact that he had Wasp on his team. So yeah, it really just, it's so backwards and it's so hypocritical, right? For a game to have this many characters and then say, you know what, we just want you to use the same 5 characters all the time, is fucking stupid. Excuse me. But it's actually so irritating, because there's look at all these cool teams. Like, I want to do a Fantastic Four showcase. I want to do some of these teams here, but you know they're gonna get slapped around. But look at this. They set it up perfectly, right? They set it up perfectly. This would look so cool if this actually worked. Huge if, by the way, huge if. And we know that it won't work because, like I said, they don't care, right? They just want you to use the same 5 characters. This guy's using Iron Man. Hey, you know what? Big respect to you, brother. Big respect to you for not using at least 1 meta. That's huge. I'm still gonna get slapped around. because very few of my Black Order are built for PvP at all. So, yeah. Black Dwarf is the only one who's built for PvP at all, and I think he's still going to get slapped around. Yeah, currently in the process of getting slapped, and yeah. Corvus coming in with the Awakening skill. Ooh, gets a couple kills. Oh! Oh, shit! No shot! I almost won that. Yo, that was sick! They all stood around to get slapped by Corvus. That was absolutely sick. Now, to be fair, some of these teams could be tweaked a little bit. For example, I think this team would be better if I just got rid of probably Supergiant, to be honest with you. And I just threw in Wasp because of the debuff and the HP. Like, her... It's hard to overstate how valuable Wasp is. Let me try again here. We're gonna probably face some insane meta team that doesn't have Iron Man on it. But let's see here. Okay, yeah, literally. Oh, but they don't have Wasp. Interesting. I think they don't have Wasp. Interesting. That was so cool. Like, moments like that are really cool where you're like, oh shit, it come from behind win. You know, the underdog, the David Goliath situation. But most of the time you just see your characters getting clapped in very fast succession. Like, you know, 2 or 3 seconds apart, your character's just getting erased. Unless you bend to the meta, right? If you bend to the meta, then you have a chance. There, okay, we got smoked. Corvus Awakening is going to do something this time. Like last time. Ooh, she iframe ignored. Am I going to get him? Yo, let's go. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. I think one of their brilliant regens triggered and interrupted Corvus. Man, I'm tanking my rank hard here. The nice thing is you can play this game mode endlessly, and you can also... you know, you don't get punished for losing ranks, right? There's no punishment here for deranking or anything like that. So I'm not worried about, oh no, I lost a few hundred ranks. That is a good thing. And again, the fact that you can play endlessly for free, right? You don't have to pay crystals to refresh your attempts per day. And the fact that there's really very little, if any, punishment for losing for deranking. It means that this game mode does really, in that sense, this game mode encourages creativity and encourages trying different teams. But then the fact that you're not, you know, like you're not going to see different teams because no one cares. Everyone just wants to be a meta cuck, you know? Everyone wants to just be a slave to the meta. And the best thing that I could do... I won?! I won! I actually won! I thought I was just going to be ranting for 10 minutes and I would never win a single game. Holy shit. Corvus popped off, baby. What is my build on Corvus? How the hell did that happen? That must have been a scripted win, bro. He's got a rage CTP. That makes no sense at all. That makes not a shred of sense. Not a shred of sense in my mind. Okay, we're going to try one more team because I really love these thematic teams. But honestly, man, honestly, I'm really making this video for the reason that I just want the devs. I really want the devs to make this game mode good, man. Like, it has so much potential. It has so much potential. If they force you to use different teams, like if you could only use the same team once a day and you had to play 5 times, that means you would have to use 5 different teams. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Just that one change, genuinely, just that one change could be enough to sway this game mode to be, you know, actually fun. Because the way that it is now, it's just toxic. It's toxic how insanely, you know, how insanely meta cuck and meta slave this game mode is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to swap these buffs around because I have this buff at max level. So Emma's going to have 45% more HP. Like, it's just stuff like this that's just so cool and so fun. And you just have to make the fun for yourself and then close your eyes because then you get slapped around, right? But if you could actually win with these strategies and win consistently, and if you could actually, because the thing is, even if you could win consistently, it's still not fun to fight the same team over and over again. So don't get me wrong. Even though I was really happy that Corvus pulled out that win, it doesn't feel that satisfying because I know when I fight the next opponent, it's just going to be the exact same shit all over again. Right? It's just the same. It's just a revolving door of the same opponents over and over and over again. So if I saw different teams and I saw different team compositions, it becomes so much more interesting because then you're like, oh, what is this person trying to do? What strategy is this person trying to employ? Oh, they're trying to leverage these buffs or those buffs or that strategy or this thing, right? Instead, it's just like, okay, how many metas does this player have, right? How much are they really following the meta? That's basically all the information you're getting from any of these plays, right? How much of a meta cuck are you? Are you a super meta cuck? Are you an ultra meta cuck? Are you like a a baby, you know, just a little you know, foundling meta cuck. It's boring. It's boring. Oh, look, guys, another Gore and another Spider-Man. Yay. Of course, my Colossus Reflect is going to do something, right, guys? Well, I guess not, because they're iframing constantly, even though they both deal physical damage. Oh, Spider-Man almost died. Wasp died. Spider-Man's still alive somehow. Oh, Spider-Man finally died. Nice. Okay, and like casting, right? Commentating on this could be so fun. If you could lower the speed a little bit so you can see what's going on, this would be so much fun. Okay, Mr. Sinister's artifact gets triggered. Carnage still has hid triggered. Emma's still alive. Oh, Carnage is down. Emma's still kicking. Jean Grey popped her tier 4, and it's lights. But see, like, it could be fun, man. This game mode is so close. It's so close to being fun. If I could just dial down my opponent's strength to be, you know, somewhere in the ballpark of like 60% of my strength, right? But here's the reality, right? With a tier 4 Hulk and a tier 4 Spider-Man, this team is probably at least twice as good as mine, right? Unless they have really bad builds and really bad cards, which is genuinely a possibility. I don't think you make it to Challenger with all of those things, right? But it's a possibility. But we'll see here. So Colossus gets taken down quickly by Hulk's 4th skill. Juggernaut takes down Hulk. Interesting. Spider-Man's kicking now, along with Jean and Cersei. Wasp is gone. Juggernaut's down. So is Y-Wasp. Now it's down to just Sinister and Emma. Emma gets deleted. So does Jean. Triggers the artifact on Mr. Sinister. So he's on his last life here. He's got type disadvantage, and he gets clapped. That was not bad. Like, that was a little bit closer. But again, you'd probably have to get rid of the Hulk for somebody else or something. You know, it's just, yeah. And here's the thing. The game mode, telling the players to play the game mode differently in order to experience fun is a failure in design, right? The game should be fun, and the game mode should be designed with fun in mind. But the game mode is not designed with fun in mind. The game is designed with whales in mind, and it's designed to basically make you feel like you've fallen behind. It's a game mode meant right now to evoke FOMO, to evoke the fear of missing out, because you queue up with your fun team, right? With your cool, you know, thematic, oh, we're gonna be, you know, the Quiet Council or whatever we're gonna be, the Eternals, blah, blah, blah. And then you queue up and you're like, oh, he's got tier 4 Jean and tier 4 Carnage and tier 4 Hulk and tier 4 Spider-Man. I don't have any of those tier 4s. How do I get those tier 4s? Well, of course, you go over to the shop, little Johnny, and you swipe your credit card and you buy some tier 4 packs and you get these tier 4s. And then you too can dominate in this new game mode. And then you can feel good about yourself. You can have lots of self-confidence because you're good at this random game mode in this random game, right? Lots of games, let's be frank, lots of games, not just mobile games, but lots of games, MMORPGs, etc. They fundamentally design around this principle of making players feel like FOMO, right? When you have cosmetics tied to battle passes, even with things like Diablo 4, World of Warcraft, etc. Like, this is not a critique of mobile games. This is a critique of games in general, where things aren't always designed with fun in mind. Sometimes they're designed to make you feel like you're missing out, and then it inevitably leads to you spending money in order to not miss out. So I genuinely hope that they change something about this game mode. I think it could be really fun. Just in the prep for this video, I had a lot of fun coming up with these teams. I didn't even necessarily settle on this team, and originally I had, I think, Angel in the 5th position there instead of Wasp, but I put Wasp in just for more consistency because of the debuff removal. But that's another thing about this game mode, where almost every single team is going to need Wasp by default, right? Unless you're going to run someone like Scarlet Spider with the Spider-Verse allies or someone else that could provide a group cleanse effect. Wasp is the de facto best support, period. And she's basically mandatory unless they ban her, right? If they ban Wasp, it could get very interesting because you could run some really unique teams with lots of crowd control effects to sort of lock down your opponents. But again, that requires dev intervention. That requires the devs to create a situation to foster an environment in which the game encourages you. I don't even think encourages should be the right word anymore. The game should force you to use different characters. That's it. I'm just going to use harsh language because it's honestly the truth, and maybe it's the only thing that these devs really understand. The game should force you to use different characters. You're forced to use different characters in ABX and ABL, and it's one of the best game modes. And it's one of the game modes with the most consistent spending, right? So it still achieves their goal, which is ultimately just money, but it also achieves the goal of actually being fun. Other game modes do not do not do that, because they allow you to just repetitively use the same characters, and it's just this absolute snooze fest of a game mode. You wonder why no one wants to push anymore in timeline battle, because it's boring as hell. You're playing the same team as your opponents. You're fighting a mirror match 500 times every week. Nobody wants to do that, right? The definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So yeah, it's high time that they embrace, the roster diversity and force us to use different characters. Hopefully we see this in the coming weeks for Otherworld Battle. But yeah, hit me up and down below with your comments. Let me know what you think of my 3 thematic teams. Which thematic teams would you like to see, if any, next? Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.